Tonight, something Channel 9 has never done before. We know that many of you are slammed with medical debt. Collection agencies, even lawyers may be coming after you. But we're taking action to completely wipe out medical debt for a lot of people in our area.
We often tell you about scams, but this is the real deal. We'll have more on that in a moment. But first, Action 9 investigator Jason Stujenki found out just how overwhelming it can be for those with mounting medical bills.
Yeah, well, you're right, Scott. I often say if it sounds too good to be true, it is, but this is that one rare exception. Imagine you have to get a medical procedure, that's stressful enough, and then the bills start rolling in.
Come on, Bear. Let's go.
Harold Mayhew is lucky to be doing this.
Come on, Bear.
Walking around a nursery with his dog Bear, because 6 years ago, he had a heart attack.
When that doctor woke me up and told me I was going to have heart surgery, I looked at him, I said, I don't have no insurance, no money for this. He looked at me, he said, you can't put money on a person's life. Don't worry about it.
So he didn't at first, but now the hospital is suing him for more than $150,000. Did you ever think you'd be in this situation?
No.
And he's just one of many. We found lawsuit after lawsuit, hospitals suing patients for money they owe. Patients like Jesus Castro. He had a brain tumor.
They did the operation from here to here, all the way around.
He couldn't afford the bill, even with insurance. Now the hospital is suing him for close to $8,000.
One, I was surprised by how common it was.
The Urban Institute studies medical debt. It found the average person in North Carolina owes $716. In South Carolina, $733, both more than the national average. In Mecklenburg County, 28% of people who have credit reports have medical debt that's overdue. But the worst in our viewing area, Cleveland and Chester counties.
Your credit report also affects your eligibility for a job, whether or not you can rent an apartment, the insurance premiums you're going to pay.
Atrium and Novant both tell Action 9 they offer financial assistance, discount programs, payment plans, and interest-free payment options. Atrium says $500 million worth of assistance last year alone. Novant, almost $140 million. Atrium says legal action is seldom used, but Novant says it never sues patients over their bills. That's company policy.
Hey, boy.
Mayhew and Castro don't fault the hospitals.
I totally agree with them.
They say hospitals have every right to be paid, but it doesn't make paying any easier. What if you didn't have the surgery?
I would have been dead.
To tell you the honest truth, I wish I'd have never had the surgery. Life just ain't worth living.
So chilling, I had to ask again. You would have rather passed away back then than had this financial headache you're going through?
Yes.
Well, here at Channel 9, we know this is a problem for a lot of you, so we wanted to do something about it. We've partnered with a nonprofit organization, RIP Medical Debt. It buys medical debt for pennies on the dollar, then pays it off. We donated enough money for RIP to wipe away $1 million in debt for patients here in our area. Now, if you're one of those people whose debt is being paid off, you'll get a yellow envelope like this one. It says RIP Medical Debt right here in the corner. And I want to be clear, I almost always tell you if you see something like this, don't fall for it. But this is not a scam. We won't know who the recipients are because we don't pick them. RIP Medical Debt handles all of that and it's confidential. But if you receive an envelope like that, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
A serious burden for many people
Tremendous.
will be lifted. But how exactly does the nonprofit do this?
Yeah, well, the founders actually used to be debt collectors themselves. They look for debt they can buy in bulk, and then they negotiate strike deals to get big discounts. But instead of collecting the money like normal debt collectors would, they actually go ahead and forgive every cent.
That's incredible. like you said, almost hard to believe, but it's true. You say if somebody gets one of those letters, then they don't have to contact us to have the debt paid off. They don't have to call us. If they get the letter, that's done. They're good to go, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's correct. They're in the clear either way, but of course, we'd still love to hear from them because we anticipate doing a lot of follow-up reports.
Oh, you know we will. But Jason, thank you for this. A big story tonight. Now, if you're able, you can actually donate to RIP Medical Debt, and you can help other people out. They'll use your donations to pay off more medical debt for people in our area. We have more information inside Jason's report at WSOCTV.com. Just click 9 Investigates and Action 9 as well. Now, here's how to let Jason know if you do get a yellow envelope. Give him a call. The number is 704-335-4783, or shoot him an email at action9@WSOCTV.com.